A note on Dodsworth. Samuel Dodsworth is the hero of this very good film, included by Time on the list of best 100 movies ever made. Um, and for good reason, because this film from the black and white age. I don't, I can't remember if it's the 30s, but anyway, um, an artwork that dates back to the earlier days of cinema is exceptional in many ways. Um, and Samuel Dodsworth is an interesting, complex character. He is a businessman. He comes across as rather um, unsophisticated for some time, and it depends on of course on the viewer's perspective. Uh, Next to the crowd of Paris, Europe, Vienna, where more pretentious aristocratic types walked around, he could be seen as unpolished. But then this lack of finesse and nobility, if you will, uh, is eventually um, evaluated for what it's worth, which is much more than this showy presence of uh, characters that compete with him for the interest and affection of his wife. Um, and we have in opposition, I would say, um, substance and appearance. And this makes the film interesting, worthwhile, thought provoking, challenging, and a film which is dealing with important themes and issues, such as meaning, such as um, what 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 is more important, to be liked, to be famous, to have a status in society, and a title, if you will, or to be real, to be authentic and um, and sincere, honest, um, without being able to handle all the requirements of high society. High would be in order here, I think, but being really capable of strong feelings of bravery, courage, loyalty, determination. Um, the wife is already on the ship to Europe, so they're traveling from America to Europe. Dodsworth and his wife, and the wife is already flirting with a man played by David Niven in his early days. So this is really from the 30s. I dare to say now, because David Niven, a wonderful actor, was really young, and I'm not sure if making his debut, but still early on in his career, a supporting role. And so they come close. The wife rejects the character played by David Niven, but uh, there's a clash there, and he's saying some rude words, and she's upset. But instead of stepping back and considering what is she doing, she's flirting and encouraging all sorts of people to, well, from the high society, of course, not riffraff, she's going down this path, what will happen? But she's not stopped. She's doing more in Paris. She's encouraging again uh, 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 Monsieur from there to get close to her, and she's distancing herself from her husband that she perceives only in this negative light. He is rough. He doesn't have the good manners and the appearance of these really polished gentlemen. La finesse, l'aristocratie, la vie parisienne, Europe with its superiority. So, so she's encouraging the husband to go back home alone. She doesn't like it, and as I say, throughout, he is trying to win her back, to convince her that this is wrong. She once at home, she's asking her to come back, while she's entertaining this French this French man who is getting so close, and then a man from Vienna, and we come to some funny situations wherein she's really looking forward to separate from her husband Dodsworth, but it's I don't think this is a spoiler here, because that's not the idea, that's not the main issue, and it's evident early on that they're um, they're going different ways. It's just a question of what happens and how, what are the values, I think. And plus, I'm not saying what happens because there are some other twists there. And so she meets with the mother of this suitor, who's um, challenging her, the friend of girlfriend of her son, who's very obedient, very cowardly he acts. He's unable to stand up for his choice. And the mother says, what do you expect will happen? You are much older than my son, and there's no more. There's no other situation, no worse situation to contemplate than the one of a old woman who is with a much younger man. It's not here and now she's talking about, but there is an age difference, and if they go together, this would happen. So, what happens is for you to see if you watch the very good movie.